Hello everyone, welcome to Lesson 8. So far we've talked about sales channels such as modern retail, convenience stores, online platforms and hybrid distribution. But the truth is, no matter how strong your product is, without a solid logistics and supply chain system, food imports can suffer spoilage, delays, regulatory issues, or even fail to reach store shelves. Today we will walk through the essentials of logistics and supply chain for exporting food to Vietnam. When exporting food to Vietnam, several key components must be planned carefully. You need to define your shipping method, whether sea freight, air freight, or a combination. You also need proper warehousing and storage, including cold chain, if your product requires refrigeration or freezing. Then comes customs clearance, HS classification, import permits, and food safety certificates. And finally, distribution to warehouses, retailers, or last mile delivery. Traceability and quality management are equally important to maintain safety and compliance. For products such as frozen foods, seafood, or perishable items, cold chain is critical. Vietnam's cold chain system is developing rapidly with investments and growing demand. Recent data shows the country currently operates around 53 cold storage warehouses with a combined capacity of more than 845,000 pallets and hundreds of refrigerated trucks and containers. However, adoption varies. Only around 8% of domestic food producers use cold chain, while exporters show much higher usage due to strict standards. Some 3PL providers offer bonded cold storage, allowing goods to be stored under temperature control while awaiting customs clearance. This is extremely useful for imported frozen goods. If you are exporting perishable or frozen products, you must ensure complete cold chain consistency from origin to the final retailer. This includes choosing temperature-controlled shipping, partnering with a reliable cold storage provider in Vietnam, selecting appropriate packaging, and keeping temperature logs for traceability. Next, let's talk about customs clearance. Food imports must be classified correctly under the HS code to determine tariffs and regulatory requirements. For frozen or animal-based products, exporters must be approved before shipping. Documentation normally includes the invoice, packing list, bill of lading, certificate of origin, sanitary or health certificate, and sometimes a certificate of analysis. In many cases, quarantine or food safety inspections are required upon arrival. Once cleared, products can move to a bonded warehouse or directly into distribution. Based on Vietnam's logistics environment, here are best practice recommendations for exporters. First, segment your products. Shelf-stable goods can use regular warehousing, while perishable goods require full cold chain. Second, partner with experienced logistics and cold chain providers. Third, ensure compliance before shipping, documents, approvals, and HS classification. Fourth, use proper packaging, temperature control, and labeling. Fifth, plan your distribution early so that storage, transport, and retail channels are ready before your shipment arrives. Sixth, maintain full traceability, temperature logs, batch codes, and certificates. And finally, always prepare contingency plans for delays or cold chain interruptions. This concludes Lesson 8. Although logistics and supply chain operate behind the scenes, they directly determine whether your food reaches Vietnam safely and successfully. In the next lesson, we will explore regulatory and compliance requirements for food imports, including labeling, product registration, safety standards, and import permits. See you next time.